reference, and together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow precious Dhamma teaching. Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Maang Liao Ming, homage to Master Sakya Tsung Kong, homage to the 16 Karmapa, His Holiness the 16 Karmapa and Master Dupten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar, and homage to the main deity of Homa today, Manjushri Bodhisattva. Simu Tanchen Katso, all Dhamma masters, Dhamma lecturers, Dhamma teachers, Dhamma instructors, Dhamma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, all disciples present here and over the internet, and our participating VIPs today are the accountant to Buddha Foundation, Dharma Sister Teresa and her husband Larry, and the CEO of the TP Boye website, the attorney Jennifer Zhou, Dr. Sulin, and the CEO of the America Chinese Media Group, Ms. Le Tian, and the owner of the Shanghai House Restaurant, Ms. Liu Yihong. Good afternoon, everybody. How do you do? Now let me tell you for next Sunday, on December 8th, Sunday at 3 p.m. at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington. There would be the all wish-fulfilling Kuan Yin Bodhisattva Mahapratisara. That's the mantra. Om Mahapratisalo Soha. That's the mantra. And all wishes fulfilled means that if you have any wishes, you can pray to the Mahapratisara. The great Maha means great. So whatever wishes you wish for, it will be fulfilled by Mahapratisara Bodhisattva. So your wishes will be fulfilled. If you have no wishes whatsoever inside your heart, then you don't need to become primary supplicants and you don't need to attend. But if you still have some wishes that have not been fulfilled, then you should come attend the ceremony. And moreover, you should become the primary supplicant. every time we performed Mahapratisara Homa, it was attended by huge crowds, like tens of thousands of people, and sometimes even 30,000 people at the Taiwan temple. Every week during the Homa ceremony, there were over 10,000 people, but for Mahapratisara ceremonies, we would have even 30,000 people attending. Because sentient beings always have wishes. Unless you have attainments in your spiritual cultivation, you have nothing more to ask. If you don't have any more desire or no more wishes, then you don't need to come pray to Mahapratisara. So I welcome that during the Homa ceremony that day, there will be only Grandmaster alone, because you have nothing more to ask, and you have understood the meaning of nothing to ask. Then it's okay to have Grandmaster alone for the ceremony. So that's my introduction. Om Mahaprati Salo Soha was his mantra. And the mudra, there were 8 mudras. And the most important mudra, how do you pronounce this word? Oh, it's Qi. Mahapratisara's most important mudra is called actually the scripture mudra, but in Chinese it sounds like tomato mudra, which is Sanskrit, like a scripture. Like a stack of scriptures, and the mudra is like that. But you can remember it by the sound of tomato. So there are 8 mudras to do his practice. So today, let's talk about Manjushri Bodhisattva. We all know that he is a Bodhisattva with the greatest wisdom. If you know that Manjushri Bodhisattva was the wisdom body of the Buddhas of the 3 times. So, Manjushri Bodhisattva embodies the wisdom of the Buddhas of the 3 times. So in Buddhism, Manjushri symbolizes all the wisdoms. Of the 8 great bodhisattvas, Manjushri Bodhisattva is first and foremost the leader. In the Avatamsaka realm, Manjushri Bodhisattva and Samantarabhadra Bodhisattva are together with Sakyamuni Buddha. And we can say that Manjushri Bodhisattva is the Dharma prince of the Buddhas of the 3 times. the past, present, and future. So he is a truly great Bodhisattva. Once I have told the story about Manjushri Bodhisattva. During the summer retreat at the time of Sakyamuni Buddha, because it was a rainy season in the summertime in India, for 3 months, all the Sangha members live in seclusion. It's the same like retreat. They don't go anywhere and they are cultivating spiritually. Have I told this story on the Dharma throne? I have. Have you heard about it before? That I have no need to say it, to tell the story. You have forgotten? Have I told this story on the Dharma throne? Did I tell the stories on the Dharma throne or when we dine at the cafeteria? I have told the stories at the cafeteria, but I don't remember if I have told it on the Dharma throne. I forgot. If you remember that Grandmaster has told the story on the Dharma throne, please raise your hand. At the Taiwan temple. No, I'm not talking about the summer retreat. Everybody knows about that. Because during the summertime in India, it was very rainy and it would be inconvenient for the monks and nuns to go for alms. So they just stay in retreat for 3 months and to practice and cultivate spiritually. So of course you know about the summer retreat, but do you know the story about Manjushri Bodhisattva related to the summer retreat? No, many people don't know. So if you have heard it before, you can listen to it again. So the story goes like this. During the summer retreat, Mahakashyapa was like the superintendent or the manager, like our manager nowadays. He's in charge of the summer retreat. So everybody had their own space, like their own caves, or at the retreat place. They are all practicing, and Mahakashyapa was going for his rounds, checking on the monks whether they go out secretly and going for alms, or they climb over the fence to go drinking. So because Mahakashyapa was the manager, so he would be taking notes, and it was quite strict and disciplined. Everybody has to follow the rules. And Mahakashyapa found out that Manjushri Bodhisattva's room was visited by very many women queens and concubines and the maids and servants. There were many women going in and out of Manjushri Bodhisattva's room in the daytime and at night. And sometimes a woman just got out from his room in the middle of the night, in and out and in and out, so many days in and days out. So Mahakashyapa was extremely angry because in the upper seats, all the arhats have lots of rules, especially for women or with respects to women. So Manjushri Bodhisattva, just by himself, why does he have so many women going to his room? So he reported it to kick out Manjushri Bodhisattva out from the Sangha. So, do you understand? You're clapping? So, during the summer retreat, you have your own room, assigned room, and everybody is very quiet except at Manjushri Bodhisattva's place. It was always visited by lots of concubines and women from the courts, from the royal palace, and all in and out from Manjushri's room. So Mahakashyapa knock on the wood. In the past, for the ordained monks and nuns, they have the wooden fish, and you knock on it, like how many times it means certain things, like how many times for eating, etc., etc. So Mahakashyapa was about to knock on that wood to gather all the Sangha members and to report this issue, and then to kick Manjushri Bodhisattva out of Buddha Sakyamuni's Sangha community. And before he did that, he reported it first to Sakyamuni Buddha. And Mahakashyapa said that Manjushri Bodhisattva did not follow the rule, and women still inside his room even in the middle of the night. And there's always light in his room, and people goes in and out, very noisy, very crowded. And sometimes he's alone with a woman in secret, in close room, having a private talk with the woman. So this is very despicable. It's violating the rules. So he reported Manjushri Bodhisattva, and we really have to kick out Manjushri Bodhisattva. So Sakyamuni Buddha asked Mahakashyapa, how will you punish Manjushri Bodhisattva? And Mahakashyapa replied, no other choice other than just kicking him out, because he had violated the rules. It was a severe case. So the Buddha told Sakyamuni Buddha, told Mahakashyapa, it's impossible for you to kick him out. It's impossible for you to kick him out. Why? How come? So we have our precepts within our community. these things is not allowed. So at that time, Sakyamuni Buddha used his transcendent power to open the windows to heavens and to see the realms of the Buddhas of the 10 realms, to let Mahakashyapa see it. There are innumerable Buddha land above, innumerable Buddha land below, and in all directions. And Mahakashyapa saw many pure lands, and in each of the pure land there is a Buddha teaching Dharma. And next to the Buddha there was a Manjusri Bodhisattva. Next to each of the Buddha there was one Manjusri Bodhisattva, which meant in the Buddha lands, in the 10 directions, or in all 10 Dharma realms, there was a Buddha giving Dharma teaching, and next to him there was Manjusri Bodhisattva. After Mahakashyapa saw that, he was shocked. How come Manjusri Bodhisattva existed in each of the Buddha lands? So Sakyamuni Buddha asked Mahakashyapa, "You want to kick Manjusri Bodhisattva out of our monastic community, but which Manjusri Bodhisattva will you kick out?" Then Mahakashyapa could not do anything. So it showed that the power of Manjusri Bodhisattva, the transcendent power of Manjusri Bodhisattva, has reached that realm that it's impossible to kick him out of anywhere, because in all Buddha lands Manjusri Bodhisattva was there. So he has a great mastery in out-of-body manifestation. It's impossible to kick him out of anywhere, because he exists in all the Buddha lands. So ultimately Mahakashyapa could not do anything, and he just let Manjusri Bodhisattva be. And Manjusri Bodhisattva was asked by Kashyapa, where? Where are you doing your summer retreat? And Manjusri Bodhisattva replied, at the bedroom of a concubine of the king Asoka. See, only Manjusri could do that. So therefore, if you see a high adept, someone with great attainments, don't be shocked. There is nothing to be surprised about. Nothing more to say now. I don't know. So that was one story. Let me tell you the second story. The demon king, the Mara king, Poshin. Sakyamuni Buddha was at the deer park, the vulture park, and giving Dhamma teaching to all the disciples. And all of a sudden, the heavens changed. Black clouds and thunders and lightnings, thundering all they like. Have you traveled to Korea? And they have this game about fighting each other whatever they like. No rules, no. If you have seen it, please raise your hand. Anyone have been on a tour in Korea? And they can beat each other with whatever they can get. So the thunders are like that, and the lightnings too. They just do it as they like. And nobody knows what was that about. So Sakyamuni Buddha asked Manjushri Bodhisattva, "Did you see that?" And Manjushri replied, "Yes. That was done by the Mara king Poshin, so that nobody could hear the Dharma teaching spoken by the Buddha. So the sounds of the thunders and lightnings were created by the Mara king to make troubles for the Buddha's Dharma teachings. And all the Buddha's great disciples could not do anything. So at that time, Manjushri Bodhisattva knew when the Buddha told him, "Did you see that, Manjushri? That was the troubles created by the Mara king. Can you find a way to handle that?" So Manjushri Bodhisattva just raised a finger, but not this finger, because I don't dare to raise the other finger. This is a hook invocation mudra. But if you raise the other finger in this world, it's not allowed. If you do that to someone, that person will beat you. So I just use this finger instead. So Manjushri Bodhisattva raised that finger. We can say it's like a subjugation mudra. When you raise that finger, someone fell from the sky, and that someone was Poshin the Mara king, and he fell right in front of Sakyamuni Buddha. So Manjushri Bodhisattva just hooked him down. "Come down." And he fell to the ground, and immediately the weather turned nice. And the Mara king, Poshin, was bound by the rope. The rope that Manjushri Bodhisattva threw at him. It's like a rope snake that bound the Mara king right in front of Sakyamuni Buddha. And the Mara king cried out, "I'm already bound by ropes, but you are making troubles during Buddha's Dharma teaching." And the Mara king said, "Well, that's my job. Creating troubles is my job, my responsibility. Any Buddhist practitioners, I would create obstructions, create adversities, to create troubles, challenges. That's my specialty. That's my duty. That's all I can do. I don't know anything else." And then Manjushri Bodhisattva told the Mara king, "I would like you to do the work of the Tathagata." And the Mara king said, "Impossible. Sakyamuni Buddha is performing the work of the Tathagata. He would be fine. But you're asking me to do that? To spread Buddha Dharma, to teach sentient beings, that's impossible. And Manjushri Bodhisattva told the Mara king, as soon as I give you a little bit blessing or tap on your head, then you would be able to perform the work of the Tathagata. And you know what the Mara king said? Impossible. I am the Mara king. I am higher than the devil prince. I am the highest kind of Mara, Poshin. Nobody can command me to do anything. I was being bound by you because I was too careless. And Manjushri Bodhisattva just smiled and walked toward him and gave him blessings on his head. The rope was unfastened, and the Mara king immediately transformed to become Sakyamuni Buddha. The Mara king immediately became Sakyamuni Buddha. And when Sakyamuni Buddha saw this show, he went to the side and sat, and this Mara king went to Sakyamuni Buddha's throne, which is the lion's throne. So the Mara king, who had transformed into Sakyamuni Buddha, gave Dharma teaching. Now the 10 great disciples of Sakyamuni Buddha, please ask the most difficult question and I will answer. The Mara king said. So the Mara king became Sakyamuni Buddha, answering the questions raised by the 10 greatest disciples. The first one was Mahakasyapa, and he asked, now I have to test my memory. I don't remember anymore. Let me turn it. I really cannot remember. Let me bless myself. What did Mahakasyapa ask? Now I remember. Mahakasyapa asked a question. Someone practiced meditation and did really well. A monk practiced meditation really well. What could be his obstruction? A monk with the great meditation practice. And the Mara king replied, if this person still had the mind for meditation, and he had tasted the taste of meditation, so meditation mind for meditation and taste for meditation, then these two become the obstructions for the practice of meditation for this monk. This was answered by the Mara king, not by Sakyamuni Buddha. When Mahakasyapa heard that, and Sakyamuni Buddha, sitting on the side, gave the score 100. And then Subhuti asked, the Venerable Subhuti asked a question. And the question he asked was, if we accept the offerings from other people, when we go accepting offerings, what kind of mind should we use to accept these offerings? So he asked the Mara King. So now you also think about it. If you go for alms, what kind of mind should you use to accept the offerings? Think about it. And the Mara King replied, the mind without getting or giving. When you go out, you just go with the flow. Whatever given to you, whatever you see, whatever you want, that's the mind of getting or giving. Like you have something that you don't eat, like you want to offer this to me and you don't want it, so you give it away. So the Mara King said, accepting the offering, you should use the mind of not wanting or not giving away, not wanting or rejecting. And Sakyamuni Buddha on the side gave a score of 100. Next, Sariputra asked the Mara King, Sakyamuni Buddha once said, limitless samaya. Okay, now let me test you. This is the prize. So the Buddha spoke on the infinite samaya. If you can explain it, I would give this to you, and I have blessed it with my breath. Okay, Master Lin Ci.
然尽无别。好，等一下魔王讲给你听。
Okay, the Mara King will tell you later.
无形三昧，没有发生什么，没有发生。
Nothing happens. What? I'm eating peanuts every day.
OK， 好，你说没有 ，OK， 再来呢？还有谁
？But you say nothing. Anybody else?
无住的心叫无尽三昧。
Mind without masters.
有三个道理在。
There's samaya here, and there are three.
魔王回答。
And the Mara King replied, the wisdom of equality mind. That's what he replied. the wisdom of the mind of equality, which means that it is equal between I, you, and others. Everything is equal. So, because it is all equal, then of course there is equality about between all, among all. So there is no differences between better or worse, up or down. Why are you always criticizing what I say? And you criticize my English, you criticize my Chinese. But my Chinese is a little better, but my pronunciation sometimes is not quite good. But it's just me, one person against so many of you. Of course, I lose. So the Samaya of no contention, that was asked by Sariputra. And the next one who asked is Huroma, who was most eloquent, and he asked the Mara King, what is the pure Dharma teaching? This chanting bead is still here. So what is the pure Dharma teaching? So this is only talking about Dharma teaching. You're talking about the wisdom of all Dharma realm. That's too much. No. Okay, that's it. I'm keeping this. Talking without speaking. It's close, but the Mara King replied, the true purity in Dharma speaking is the person who speaks is the moon inside the water. And the person who listens to the Dharma teaching is an illusory person. And the sound of the Dharma teaching is the echo of an empty drum. The reply of the Mara King, then this would be the most pure Dharma teaching. The purest Dharma teaching is like this. What do you think? So this is all of the higher realm, highest realm, very high realm. So the person listening to the Dharma teaching is just an illusory body. And the person speaking is like the moon inside the water, which is the same as not existent. And the sound of the Dharma teaching is just an echo of an empty drum. Because nobody's speaking, so when the wind blows to the drum, it created a sound, and that would be the purest Dharma teaching. Wow, that's incredible. And Yopuri also asked a question. What was his question? What is the true precepts, abiding by the precepts, because he's first and foremost in keeping the precepts. Okay, let me get this out again. Please stand up before answering. That you're not blown by the 8 winds, but the winds are still there. That you have no attachment, that's one by one. That your mind is unmoved, that's truly keeping the precepts. That the 3 wheels are intrinsically empty. No. The precepts are no precepts. You know, the Mara King replied 3 things. No contriving. What is it? No contriving. You don't do it intentionally. You don't do it with the motive. You don't do it intentionally to keep the precepts. Second, what did Dianci say? No attachments. You don't intentionally keep the precepts. And the last one, with no mind or no heart. You don't do it without anything in your mind. Then this is only true keeping of the precepts. No contriving, no attachments, and mindlessness, not mindless, that you don't do it intentionally. So this are the true keeping the precepts, and there are many other 10 disciples who asked questions, and the answers that Mara King gave was, wow, the Sakyamuni Buddha sitting on the side gave the score. It was like 1,000 scores. Therefore, the Mara King could also perform the work of the Tathagata. So because of the blessings of Manjushri Bodhisattva, the Mara King too became a Buddha. So today, once you receive the empowerments of Manjushri Bodhisattva, once you attain the wisdom, you will be incredible. So Sakyamuni Buddha, Manjushri Bodhisattva is incredible. He could transform the Mara king into a Buddha, and he could even answer the questions by the 10 great disciples. So that's because the merits of Manjushri Bodhisattva is truly profound. And let's talk a little bit about this. So the 4 wheels and the 2 wheels for a total of 6 wheels. So in the verse, the chakras and the channels refer to the karma body with leakage and hindrances, and the mind with discrimination. And in the verse, the 4 refers to the 2 channels of semen and blood above the navel chakras, and the body left and right, and below the navel chakras they are the left and right, and then also front and back too for 4, and then one of the blood channels going to the left and shooting toward the Sila channel, and the other one is toward the back and holding the Jiyun channel. And then and then the wheels, they're also the unmoved 2 wheels and the moving 4 wheels for a total of 6 wheels. But actually there's 7 chakras, not 6. So the crown chakra, the brow chakra, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the navel chakra, the secret chakra, and the base chakra for a total of 7 chakras. But here it only mentions 6 wheels, and it also said that 2 of them are unmoving, and one of them is at the brow point, which is the white like the moon, and the nectar from the Father, that's unmoved, that's the brow chakra. And then at the secret chakra, which is a sun-like red lota obtained from the mother. And at these 2 places, at the 2 extremes of the central channel are not moving, because the chi does not go in and out, and it only moves when you die. I think this part is problematic. There's a problem here, that the secret chakra only moves when you die, and then it doesn't move at all. It only moves when you die. This is wrong. And the moving ones are the navel. Yeah, I know that. The heart chakra, the navel chakra, the heart chakra. But according to my guru, the one that is not moving is the heart chakra, because at the center of the heart chakra there is the true Buddha nature. If the Buddha nature moves, that means you will die. The heart chakra is not moving, and the throat chakra, the crown chakra, the brow chakra, the secret chakra, they are all moving. The base chakra too is moving. The crown chakra is moving too. So my guru taught me only one chakra where the mind chi is not moving. There are 4 kinds of chi inside our body. 5. Upper chi, lower chi, peripheral chi, fire accompanying chi, and life chi, or mind chi. Life chi or mind chi or heart chi at the heart chakra. So 5 types of chi. If your life qi moves, that means you're about to die. You're about to enter into nirvana. And the rest are moving. So what they mention here, they also talk about qi. However, it's slightly different from what my guru taught me. Because the life qi is not moving and the rest are moving. Because qi can get out from the crown chakra, from the secret chakra. They are all moving. They are all rotating. Only the life qi or the heart qi, only the qi at the heart chakra does not move. If the qi at the heart chakra moves, that's not right. So the qi can go in and out. And the 12 great joints are at the 4 parts of the channels. And the body has 18 chakras. And there's one channel by channel. I have talked about that. Wherever there's pain, then you move that qi to that area and you do it several times and the pain will disappear. Like what I said last night, the knots on the channels. If you don't try to loosen it up, to open it, then the pain will stay forever. But once you loosen and open the knots, then the pain will be gone. There are 72 minor channels and skin pores, thumbprints, and that's also skin pores. And then you use the cutting. So wherever there's pain, then you move the qi there to alleviate the pain. That's what it said. So now let's continue to talk about Lamdre. In the ancient time, at the herb store, it would say that I'd rather have people have no sicknesses and that we have peace on earth. We hope that people have no sicknesses. And I'd rather have dust on top of the herbs. And on top is like world peace. And nowadays, the herb stores would say that you buy 10, get 15. And the more you buy, the more you get. And you would even get the Q-tips if you buy. So the time is different. There's kindness in the past, but no more now. Nowadays, the policemen wish that you violate the rules. The lawyers wish that you sue. The teachers wish that you would go for mentoring or tutoring. The doctors wish you get sick. And the health insurance wish that you die soon. Only the thieves are the kindest. They wish that you have money so that he can steal from you. Because if he steals from poor man, then he's in bad luck. So in the year of 2019, the kindest person is the thief. Buddha Dharma is the best, is the kindest one. There are so many liars these days in the news that the savings disappeared, tens of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars just disappeared. There are lots of hackers and frauds. They could use computers or internet and they can steal your money from your bank accounts. And it's gone. And I remember the Chicago temple had this experience. They had the money in their bank account all of a sudden disappeared. When this person saw this news, rode on his bike, went to the bank, and then put in his card and check, and good thing that his $80 still there. Oh, luckily. Next time, I will not watch news again. At least the $80 is there. But when I got out from the bank, I felt even more upset because the bicycle is gone. So that's why Grandmaster said there's no need to go panic. If it's supposed to be yours, it'll be there. If it's not supposed to be yours, it'll be gone. So as a Buddhist practitioners, we just go with the flow. We just happy whatever happens. Finding a girlfriend or finding a wife, you have to understand a concept. The needle is not pointed on two sides, and the sugar cane is not sweet at both ends. If you want a successful woman, then you have to accept her. If you accept a wealthy woman, then you have to accept her bulliness. And then if you want a perfect woman, sorry, it's only in the dreams. In some, nowadays, the woman rights are very strong. And what the Buddha said was right. If there were not women in the Sangha, the true, authentic Dharma era only lasted 500 years instead of 1,000 years. Why? Because our masters too just ran away with women. Our ordained monks also ran away with women. Having kids in Beijing, oh well, it happened. Women are truly troublesome, but it will not work without women either. So equality. Before confirming that the woman is your girlfriend, you should take her to the swimming pool to swim first. This way, there are 3 benefits. I'm teaching you, the man. If you know her, you like her, take her to the swimming pool to swim first. 3 benefits. The first one, you can see her true figure. Without so many layers of clothing, you cannot hide it. Like swimming trunk, swimsuits or bikinis, you can see it. Second, you can see her without makeup. It doesn't matter what cream or foundation you use. In the water long enough, the real face will appear. So take her to go swimming, then you would be able to see her real face. Third, yes, you can. Then this point does not work. Once she learns how to swim, she will not ask you anymore. If she and your mom falls into the water, whom would you save first? Because she knows how to swim, so she will not ask such a question anymore. This stupid question. So this makes sense too. Don't look at the superficial beauty. It's useless sometimes. Do you know? When they wear clothes, it looks really beautiful, like a goddess. Do you know? Once they take off anything, it becomes like a washing board. Oh, or like the roast duck. They're an old couple. On the 60-year wedding anniversary, the host asked the lady, "Do you find any weaknesses in your husband?" "As many as stars in the sky. It's uncountable. Lots of shortcomings and weaknesses." And the host asked again, "Well, does he have lots of strength?" "Very few. Just one. Just like the sun in the sky." And the host asked again, "Then how can you be with him and still loving for 60 years? What's the reason?" "Because when the sun shines, the stars are all gone." Grandmaster is the sun. But the sun is not out. It's so dark out. Oh, money, pay me home. The sun cannot get out now.